Balik na tayo dito. Ayan. But also outside of its jurisdiction. Diba? Make sure lang natin na okay na isineshare ko to. Ayan. Also outside of its jurisdiction. Against those who. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang daw sa loob ng Philippine Archipelago, pero sa labas din. Against those, ibig sabihin, sa mga tao, no? Na anong ginawa ng tao? Commit an offense while on a Philippine ship or airship. No? Nag-commit ng offense habang nasa isang Philippine registered na bangka, barko, o eroplano o jet. No? Next, should forge or counterfeit any coin or currency note of the Philippine Islands. No? So, ibig sabihin, pineke yung nagpeke ng pera ng Pilipinas or obligations and securities issued by the government. Ang tawag dito, medyo specific na, no? Yung mga pwedeng pekein na ganyan, ang tawag dyan, treasury bills, yung mga yan, treasury notes. Yun yung mga obligasyon, mga security na T-bonds, meron pang treasury bonds, no? Ini-issue po yan ng Pilipinas, tapos kumikita yung mga tao dun sa treasury bond na yun, sa treasury bill. May short term yan, may long term. May 12 months, may 1 year, and so on. May 10 years. May kita sila ng interest per year. Okay? Ini-issue ng Pilipinas kasi Pilipinas basically umuutang sa tao. Okay? Umuutang sa tao. O bakit nagpapautang yung Pilipinas ng gano'n? Para makalikom ng pera. Ba't nag-i-invest ang tao doon? Kasi siguradong mababayaran kayo dahil gobyerno na ang nagagarantya na o yung gobyerno ang pinauutang mo. Diba? Meron bang nababankrupt na gobyerno? Wala naman masyado, di ba? Wala naman normally. Kaya mga kabayan, okay, yun. Yung obligation and security issued by the government of the Philippine Islands. Ito basic lang itong any coin or currency note. Pera, barya ng Pilipinas. Anyway, hindi naman ito usually natatakal sa exam. No? Normally, ang natatakal dito, itong number 1, number 4, saka number 5. Pero let's move pa rin. Let's tackle everything. Should be liable for acts connected with the introduction into this o the introduction, ipinasok sa Pilipinas yung mga obligation and security mentioned in the preceding number. Pinasok yung obligation, yung mga treasury bond, treasury bills, na peke, hindi man sila ang nameke, pero pinasok nila sa Pilipinas. Introduction into these islands. No? Kung nasa ibang bansa man sila yung nag-facilitate para maipasok sa Pilipinas yung peke na yun, kahit di sila nag-forge. Ito yung mga important ones. No? While being public officers or employees should commit an offense in the exercise of their function. Sabihin natin, nasa ibang bansa yung public official ng Philippines, tapos doon tumanggap ng bribery. Di ba? Doon tumanggap ng bribery para doon sa function sa Philippines. No? Sige, ipasa mo kung ano man na to, ordinansa o resolution o itong batas na to in exchange of pera. Sa ibang bansa nagbigayan. Punishable pa rin sa Philippines. Iba matatakil natin later on. Iba pag nasa crime to na. Saka ito, should commit any of the crimes against national security and the law of nations. Guys, yung national type defined in Title 1 of Book 2 of this code. Yung national security, yan yung treason. Treason, espionage, conspiracy to commit treason, misprision of treason, violation of neutrality. Basta tatandaan nyo, ito yung treason side. National security kasi ibinebenta mo yung bansa sa iba eh. Nakalab na at war. Sabihin natin may at war yung Philippines. At war Philippines with another country. Ibinebenta ng Pilipino yung Pilipinas dun sa kalaban. Okay, yun yung treason. Kailangan meron mo ng war. May war dapat para maging treason. Okay, so national security yun. Ngayon yung law of nations, ito po yung piracy. Piracy. So, ano ba? Ninakaw yung bangka, mga ganun. Nakaw ng barko o nagnakaw sa loob ng barko. Piracy, law of nations yun. So that means, ibig po sabihin nito, pag treason, no? Kahit na binenta mo yung Pilipinas sa ibang bansa, sabihin natin, nagpunta ng ibang bansa, doon nagbigaya ng suporta sa kalaban, punishable pa rin po sa Philippines. Law of nations, o kahit nasa ibang bansa ka, namirata ka, also punishable in the Philippines. Okay, sabihin natin nasa exclusive economic zone. Ayan, tapos doon nagkakuha na ng barko. O dun sumampa sa barko, kinuha yung mga gamit, cargo sa loob ng barko. Kinuha yung mga langis doon sa barko. Ayan. Punishable po sa Philippines. Later, matatakal natin yan further sa Crime 2. By the way, uulitin ko lang pala tong number 4. No? Sabihin natin, no? Si Senador, o sino namang Senador, no? Pinatay niya yung asawa niya sa US. Punishable ba siya sa Philippines? No. Because the territoriality principle will not apply. Kasi outside the jurisdiction. Tapos, public officer siya, yes, pero hindi naman po kinuwit to offense in the exercise of his function. Private function na yun eh. Hindi na public function. Private na. Pinatay niya asawa niya, no? Parricide. Okay? Next nating breakdown pala dito. Ito pong 5 instance na to, no? Contrary to what, what you usually or how you understood this, no? Hindi po ito exception. Okay? Addition yan. Extension, addition ang tawag dyan. Yung exception dyan, ito sa taas. Ayan na nakasulat na except. Yan ang exception. Kasi pag sinabi mong but also, hindi exception yan. Also eh. Ganyan po, by the way, ganyan na pag-breakdown ng law. No? Hindi yung parang casual reading lang na nagbabasa ka ng dyaryo or ng news article online. No. Kailangan ihimayin mo talaga. At pag kasi inihimay mo na ganun, later on, subconsciously, nasa utak mo na yung law. Yung provision din na mawawala. Ganun po ang pag-intindi. Nakalagay dyan also. So, ibig sabihin karagdagan. Pag sinabi mong exception, hindi mag-a-apply yung territoriality. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng exception. Ano yung mga usual words for exception? Except, subject to, unless, unless otherwise, yung mga ganyan. Yan yung exception. Okay? Pero pag sinabi mong also, addition yan. Extension. So ito po, karagdagan, hindi ito kabawasan. Kasi pag exception, kabawasan yun. Okay? So dadagdagan pa natin. Ibig sabihin, as a general rule, di ba? Provision of this code shall be enforced within the Philippine Archipelago. Ang exception, eto, treaties and laws of preferential application. Ang tawag dito sa also outside, addition. Ayan. Okay? So ito ang general rule, ito exception, ito addition. Yang mahaba na yan. Okay? So ganun nyo kailangan himayin para maalala nyo. Para pag pinakaset sa inyo ng prof nyo, kuhang-kuha. Ganun po ang pag-intindi. Okay? So ayan ha, ito ang general rule, ito exception, ito ang addition. Okay, so move tayo. These 5 instances, ayan, are extensions, no? Additions to the territoriality principle of the territorial jurisdiction of the Philippines. No? Huwag na parang addition, extensional. They are not exceptions, no? Note, no? Take note of the word. No? Grabe also lang, di ba? Nagkaroon na ng big significance, di ba? Okay. O ayan, no? Himayin natin yung mga extensions. No? For vessel, it must be registered with the Bureau of Customs of the Philippines. No? Or basta sa ano, no? Wag nang ganyan. Sabihin natin, proper, ano ba? Appropriate. Yan, government agency na lang. Okay? Pag naman sa airship, CAAP, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. Basta appropriate government agency, let's not be particular na dyan sa pangalan departamento o yung asosasyon o yung o yung ano tawag dito, instrumentality of the government na kailangan pag-rehistrahan. No? Hindi pala dapat BOC. Mayan, mali ako dito. Marina. Yan, Marina. Okay, Marina dapat yan. BOC, customs yun. Paano cost? Papasok ng Pilipinas yun. Okay, Marina. So it is the registration of the vessel or aircraft, not the citizenship of its owner, that makes it Philippine ship or airship. So kahit po maraming Chinese, maraming Amerikano na stockholders niyan, kung yan pong vessel, yung airship, yung airplane, inirehistro po sa Philippines, sa Marina or sa CAAP, as the case may be, no? Philippines po ang nationality niyan. Philippines po ang nationality niyan. Okay? Hindi po Hindi po yung nationality ng mga stockholders, but the place of registration. Okay. Next, no? Crimes committed within Philippine embassies abroad are punishable by Philippine courts because embassies are deemed part of the Philippine territory. Extra pala yan, no? Okay. The crimes that may be committed in the exercise of public functions are, ito yan, this deals with number 4, no? Ito, those offenses that can be committed in the exercise of function, of public function. Ayan, bribery, indirect bribery, and so on. Malversation of public funds, illegal use of public funds, and so on. Okay? Tapos ito nga, no, hindi ko na naisulat dito, pero yung national security treason yan. No? Normally, espionage. Law of nation, piracy. Okay, hayaan na natin tong 2 sa 3. Tandaan natin na also, extension. Okay? So, sa exemptions tayo. Ano yung exemptions? Treaties and laws of preferential application. So, pag laws, domestic law. Pag treaty, pinirmahan between countries. By the way, kasala rin po ang GAPIL dito. Generally accepted principle of international law. Pwede mo rin sabihin exception dito. Pwede rin. Kasi ang generally accepted principle of international law, doctrine of incorporation po yan. They are deemed parts, no, of the Philippine laws, even though hindi po na-transform, hindi nagawa ng legislation sa Philippines or walang treaty between foreign countries and the Philippines. Okay lang. Kasi generally accepted na. So, dapat universal application yan. With or without yung kasulatan, no, na may law, no, na ginawa ang Senate, sa Congress, no need. Okay? Kasali po dyan. So, isa-isahin natin, no? Ilalagay ko dito. Sabihin natin. Ito. Okay, ayan. Hindi ko na isulat dito. Foreign embassy in the Philippines. In the embassy, no, sabihin natin, example, no, in the US embassy, the revised penal code does not apply. Di ba? The penal laws, no, of the United States of America will apply. Di ba? So, ano basis natin dito? Basis? GAPIL. Public International Law. Same thing po na yung yung Philippine Embassy sa US, Philippine law po ang mag-govern doon, no? Pag nagkaroon ng patayan doon sa loob ng embassy, Philippine law po, no? And within the jurisdiction siya ng Philippine courts. The same way na pag yung US Embassy sa Philippines, US law po ang mag-a-apply doon. Okay? Kaya nga technically speaking, pag hindi pala technically, actually speaking, no? Sabihin natin, may tao, no? Yung sabihin natin, may tao doon, no? May official sa loob ng embassy. Tumawag sa 7-Eleven, sabihin natin, "Oh, padalan mo nga kami dito ng mineral water." Technically exportation 'yun. In-export, di ba? Mula, sabihin natin, o sa grocery, o pinadala doon. Technically exportation 'yun, pag pumasok sa loob ng US embassy. Kasi US soil 'yun, US soil. Hindi siya Philippine soil. Okay. Okay. Also pala, para malinaw nating mabuti, pag sinabi mong US Ambassador, generality principle ang mag-a-apply. Pero pag sinabi mong US Embassy, territoriality principle ang mag-a-apply. Diba? In both scenarios, exception yun eh. O, sabi sa US, pag ambassador ng whatever country, immune from suit. Exemption po sa saan? Generality principle. Pero pag sinabi mong embassy, exemption sa saan? Sa territoriality principle. That's the difference. US Embassy, US Ambassador. Chinese Embassy, Chinese Ambassador. Okay? Sana po malinaw. Yun ang pagkakaiba. Okay? Kaya po nalilito iba kasi exception magkakamukha eh. Kakamukha kasi exceptions eh. Pero tandaan nyo, yun ang pagkakaiba. The place versus the person. Also, no, ulitin ko ulit. Ang exemption, itong treaties ha, and laws of preferential application, addition to. Okay, addition yan. Hindi exemption. Sige. Yan, dito na tayo sa warship rule, yung mga foreign merchant, yung mga foreign merchant vessel, yung mga French rule, English rule, no? Kasi ano rin yan, ha? Treaties din yan. No? Treaty din yan, UNCLOS 3. Okay. Warship rule, di ba? A warship of another country, even if docked in the Philippines, is considered an extension of the territory of its respective country. So, para po siyang embassy of sorts. No? US soil yan. Pag warship ng US nakadock sa Philippines, US soil. No? US territory yung loob ng vessel na yon. So sabihin natin, nagpatayan yung dalawang sundalo ng Amerika doon sa loob ng US warship. No? US warship na nakadock sa Philippines, nagsuntukan sila whatever, hindi po Philippine laws ang mag-a-apply. Subject sila sa laws of the US. Okay? Foreign merchant vessels naman tayo, guys. No? Let's differentiate, no? French rule saka English rule. Yan yung mga nakikita nyo sa books nyo. No? Tandaan nyo, pag warship rule, wala tayong pakialam sa mga French rule, ha? Pag warship rule o government ship, warship rule. Warship or government ship, wala po tayong pake. No? Basta yan, teritoryo yan, okay, ng gobyerno, kung saan man galing yun. Okay? Basta ship nila. Pag foreign merchant vessel, no, ibig sabihin, commerce, no? Pang negosyo na vessel. Now we apply yung French rule saka English rule. Na ilagay ko rito, no? Tandaan nyo ulit, pag French rule, English rule, this only applies within territorial waters. Within the internal waters, the Philippines shall exercise jurisdiction, no? The French rule, ayan, English rule, do not apply. Okay? Within the internal waters. No? So nakita niyo naman yung itsura ng Philippines kanina, di ba? With the baselines, with the territorial sea, territorial waters, with the contiguous zone. Nakita niyo naman lahat yan. No? Sa loob po noon, yung loob ng baseline na yun, yung mga tubig, kung andun yung foreign merchant vessel, automatic Philippine law yan. Automatic, wala nang sabi-sabi pa. Okay? O ngayon, ano ba kasi ang pagkakaiba ng internal water at saka territorial waters? Okay. Ang pagkakaiba po niyan, sa loob ng internal waters, bawal ang innocent passage. Hindi ka pwedeng dumaan kung wala kang permiso ng Pilipinas dyan. Okay? Kung wala kang travel permit. Pero sa territorial sea, wala ka mang permit, meron ka mang permit, pwede kang dumaan. Yun ang pagkakaiba. Innocent passage yun, ang tawag. In either waters, whether internal or territorial waters, either dyan, may enforce po ang criminal law natin. Okay? Ito ang exemption. Pag sa territorial waters, meron ang French rule saka English rule. Sana po malinaw. Okay? So, yan pala, no? So, kung i-condense ulit natin, may dalawang pagkakaiba. Ang territorial water saka internal waters. Ang first na pagkakaiba niyan, yung innocent passage versus no innocent passage. Okay? Yung next pong pagkakaiba niyan, sa internal waters, wala po tayong pakialam sa flag state, coastal state rule, English rule, saka French rule. We do not care. We do not care. Okay? Sa sa internal waters. Pag nasa Manila Bay, nagpatayan doon sa loob ng vessel, foreign merchant vessel, automatic Philippine law yan. Pero pag nasa Pacific Ocean ka, sabihin natin, nasa territorial waters ka ng Philippines, 12 nautical miles from the baseline, or nasa South China Sea ka na. Now, we factor in yung foreign merchant vessel. So, dalawa ang difference, ha? Innocent passage at saka yung application of French rule, English rule. Okay, malinaw. Okay? Tandaan natin yung French rule, English rule, foreign merchant vessel lang. Pag warship rule or government ship, foreign government ship, automatic, hindi po yan covered ng Philippine laws. Even if docked in the Philippines. Tandaan nyo ha, kahit saan lupalo pa po na doon yung warship ng ibang bansa. Doon lang po sa bansa na yun ang na yan. Yung bansa lang yun ang governing law niya. Foreign law. Okay? Foreign merchant lang ha. So, dalawa ulit. Maraming mga sangay-sangay. Pag Internal water, ito, ibig sabihin, ilagay ko na nga din dito, no? Even though docked in the Philippines, so, internal waters, no? Territorial sea, territorial waters, no? Do not matter. They are never subject to the Philippine, to Philippine laws. Ayan. Okay. Ito naman, foreign merchant vessel, these rules apply only within the territorial waters. Within the internal waters, the Philippines shall exercise jurisdiction. The French rule, English rule do not apply within the internal waters. Okay, so what does the French rule mean? The coastal state shall not exercise jurisdiction over the merchant vessel except if it affects the peace of the coastal state. Marami pa pong exceptions. Marami pa pong exceptions na nakalagay sa UNCLOS 3, no? Hindi ko na nilagay. Basta yun lang yung essentially, yung similar. Yun lang naman ang paulit-ulit na sinasabi dyan. O yun lang naman yung essence ng mga exceptions. As a general rule, hindi po mag-exercise ng jurisdiction ng Philippines. Coastal state yun eh. Coast ng Philippines, no? Except if it affects the peace of our state, no? Nagpatayo lang sila sa loob nung vessel. It did not affect the peace of the Philippines, no? Peace lang naman ng vessel nila yun ang problema ko. Diba? Hindi po sa Philippines yan. Meanwhile, ang English rule, the general rule is the Philippines will exercise jurisdiction except if it does not affect the peace of the flag state. Except if it affects pala. Okay, so general rule is Philippine law. Except kung it affects the peace of the flag state. No? So yung flag state, yan yung nation ng vessel. So if it affects the peace of the flag state, doon tayo sa exception, doon tayo sa foreign jurisdiction po. So basically, pinagpalit mo lang. By the way, ano ba ang nag-govern sa Philippines ngayon? No? Sabi sa mga books, no? May ibang book sabi, English rule daw. I say, mali po yan. Kasi sa UNCLOS 3 po, generally accepted principle of international law, ang nag-govern po, French rule eh. Eh na nga, meron pa tayong provision, may article pa. Section 27, Article 27 of the UNCLOS 3, ang nag-govern the French rule. So kung French rule, sasagutin ko yan, French rule dapat ang governing. General rule, hindi po tayo mag-exercise ng jurisdiction. Exception lang if naapekto yung peace ng Philippines. Okay? Yan po ang ano ko. Yan ang posisyon ko dito. Kasi nga, generally accepted principle of international na yung gapil na yung UNCLOS 3. Treaty pa, pumirma pa tayo. Okay? In any case, no, within the contiguous zone at saka EEZ, tandaan natin, the Philippines cannot enforce its penal laws. Okay? Okay, so ito pala, no? Kinulang ako ng nearly. Okay? The coastal state shall exercise jurisdiction under the English rule except when it nearly affects the peace of the flag state. Ibig sabihin, yung peace lang ng flag state. Ibig sabihin ko sa flag state dito, yung vessel. Okay? It nearly affects the peace of the ship, no? Which carries yung flag state. Pag yun lang ang yun lang ang naapektuhan ng peace, hindi po mag-exercise ng jurisdiction ng Philippines. Okay, pero sa general rule, kung wala namang sinabi about sa mga peace na yan, sa English rule, Philippines po mag-exercise ng jurisdiction. Okay? It merely affects the peace of the ship, no? Of the foreign merchant vessel na lang. Ganun na lang kasi parang mas basic. Okay. Huwag na yung mga flag state, coastal state at mas nakakagulo pa. Okay. So sa sum it up, no, bago tayo prospectivity. Bago tayo prospectivity, summarize natin ulit, no? From the top. May gusto kong kasi lagi itong tinatanong, gusto ko pagkatapos yung maintindihan tong discussion ko, hindi na kayo mamamali. Okay, generality principle, it talks about the person. Okay? Talks about the person. Territoriality talks about the place where the crime was committed. Okay, so generality, ano sabi? All who live or sojourn, basta napadpad sa Pilipinas, liable sa Pilipinas. Except Public international law, saka treaty. Ano ba yung nakasulat dyan? Ano yung commonality niyan? Ambassador na lang, tandaan nyo na lang yun. Malamang pag presidente ng ibang bansa, hindi pwede sa Pilipinas. Yan, ma-punish. Obvious. Magkakaroon ng war, di ba? Ambassador na lang, okay? Tandaan nyo, immune po from suit ang ambassador. Pag consul, exercise of consular function lang. Tandaan yan. Meanwhile, sa territoriality, ang general rule is basta nasa loob ng Pilipinas, enforce po ang revised penal code. Ano exception? Ulit, treaties and laws of preferential application ulit. Itong mga outside na to, also yan. Addition. Itong mga commit an offense while on a Philippine ship or airship. Okay? So we're talking about the Philippine archipelago here. Sa territoriality, sa generality, we're talking about all. Okay? All who live or sojourn. Okay, next tayo. Exemptions ulit sa territoriality. Foreign embassy in the Philippines, yan yung exemption. Embassy, territoriality, ambassador, generality. Another pang mga exemptions, no, warship rule. Basta mayroong government, may foreign government ship, asan man yan sa Pilipinas, nasa territorial waters, nasa internal waters, nasaan man, never pong subject to Philippine laws. The same way na yung government ship natin sa ibang bansa, subject to Philippine laws. Yung Philippine ship, Philippine government ship, sa ibang bansa, Philippine laws yan. Kahit na nakadak pa yan sa America, Europe, whatever. Okay? Now, iba po ang exemption for foreign merchant vessel. Pag foreign merchant vessel, pag internal waters, wala po tayong pakialam kung may French rule o English rule. Philippine law yan. Pag foreign merchant, pang negosyo. Okay? Next. Paano pag nasa territorial waters? Now we apply itong French rule saka English rule. Okay? So what rule, no? What rule should we follow? Based on my understanding din sa mga law. We follow the French rule kasi UNCLOS 3. Okay? UNCLOS 3. No? As a general rule, hindi po mag-exercise ng jurisdiction ng Philippines over the foreign merchant vessel that was within the territorial waters or that was traversing the territorial waters of the Philippines, except if it affects the peace of the Philippines. Next, English rule. The general rule for English rule is the coastal state, no, the Philippines shall exercise jurisdiction unless it merely affects the peace of the foreign merchant vessel. Okay, doon lang yun, no? Hindi naka-apekto sa Philippines. Basically, ang nagkakataon lang po dito, ano yung general rule? So pag tinanong kayo without showing exceptions, you follow the general rule lang, di ba? Walang exception doon sa facts. So pag French rule, walang Philippines. English rule, meron. What do we follow? French rule. Okay, kasi UNCLOS 3. All in all, in any case, pag nasa contiguous zone at saka EEZ, Philippines cannot enforce its penal laws. Kailangan pala to nasa taas. Lagyan natin sa taas to. I-break down natin yung salitang i-break na natin yung salitang maritime zone. Yan. Dito sa taas dapat. This means territorial waters. i.e., 12 nautical miles from the baseline of the Philippines. From the archipelagic baseline. Pala may archipelagic sa start. Saan natin ilagay yun? Within the contiguous zone. Ayan, 24 nautical miles. EEZ, exclusive economic zone, 200 nautical. 200 nautical miles. The Philippines cannot enforce its penal laws. Ayan, malinaw. Okay. Prospectivity. Okay, let's go to prospectivity after.